Britain's top 10 COVID hypocritical countrymen and women. Straight in at number 10 is Nicola Sturgeon. In October, Scotland's First Minister told Vogue magazine that she never wants to shake anyone's hand ever again, especially not a man. But just 5 days later, the thinking man's Jimmy Krankie gladly shook hands with Joe Biden at COP26. At number 9, we have the Welsh First Minister Mark Drakeford. Since the pandemic began, he has done his best to turn Wales into a dystopian nightmare. He banned dancing, he banned alcohol, he even banned the English, but he didn't ban Diwali. And in November, he took time out to defy his own dancing man to Diwali the night away. At number 8, we have Sadiq Khan. In September last year, London Mayor Sadiq claimed a selfish minority of Londoners are still refusing to wear the masks. Yet it turns out that there are certain situations where Sadiq can't wear a mask either, such as when posing for selfies with really good footballers at black tie events. In at 7, it's intellectual colossus and Labour MP Zara Sultana. In November, woke Zara claimed she felt incredibly unsafe in the chamber when Tories were seen to not be wearing masks, but she bravely conquered her fears the following month and posed with her grime chubs at a packed-out Mobile Awards without a mask in sight. At 6, it's hypocrite journalists. Last December, Sky's Beth Rigby and Kate Bowley got busted boozing it up in Soho. After 6 months on full pay and gardening leave, they're back demanding other people lose their jobs for going on the lash like they did. At 5 is crisp salesman and former bull chaser, Lord Gary Woke of Lineker. In April, our favourite big-eared friend tweeted, "How can there be any debate about whether we should be wearing a mask? Even if it only saves one life, then it has to be beneficial." But in October 2020, perhaps while out shopping for his refugee lodger, Lineker was photographed maskless in Marks & Spencer, which he blamed on old age. This is not just any hypocrite. This is an M&S hypocrite. Hot in at 4, it's charismatic Labour leader Sir Keith Starmer. You'd be forgiven for believing that Captain Hindsight was clean as a whistle, the way he's been calling for Boris's head at present, but last May Keith was caught knocking back beers with Labour lobbyies at a lockdown lock-in in Durham. By the way, it was me that leaked that video, which might explain why Sir Keith looked like he'd followed through when I walked past him in Parliament a few weeks ago. At number 3, it's Matt Hancock. After months of Spank Mancock putting the nation under house arrest, in June it emerged he'd been putting a very pretty young woman's bottom under hand arrest. 2022's looking positive for Spank. He's trying to sneak his way back into government, just like the way he sneaked out of his lover's bedroom window. At number 2, it's the TikTok twonks. While 65 million of us were going insane to protect the NHS from being overwhelmed, our brave heroes, except the 110,000 who are about to lose their jobs thanks to the vaccine mandates, found time to show us what smooth operators they were. Riddle me this. If the NHS is under pressure of being overwhelmed, why sack 110,000 of them? But top of the hypocritical COVID countrymen and women is the leader of the People's Republic of Great Britain, Boris Johnson. 3 weeks to flatten the curve. Let's cancel Christmas. I'd rather eat my ID card. Compulsory COVID passports. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, all the way up to Plan G, Jinping. Culminating in Wednesday's PMQs when he apologised for not knowing what a party was. But seriously, the saddest thing is that I doubt Boris will even resign. Hypocrisy is the new authenticity. Left is right, right is wrong, victims are heroes, good is bad. So in the end, they took on Mother Nature and they lost. And so many of the lies are now coming to light. Asymptomatic transmission of the virus, rubbish. Vaccines to prevent the spread of the virus, rubbish. Masks in class, rubbish. Masks on the tube, rubbish. Vaccine passports don't work, total rubbish. So if the people who are closest to the data were so scared that they could all gather together in their groups of hundreds in the Downing Street garden, then you've got to ask yourself a question. Why all of these measures? They had no intention of following them all along. But don't worry, chaps, there's good news. We haven't even begun on net zero yet.